for any Detroit pro team in nearly a decade. The last one to do it here, the Tigers in 2014. And speaking of the Tigers, they've signed right-handed reliever Shelby Miller to a one-year deal worth $3 million with an option for 2025. Last year with the Dodgers, the 33-year-old put up a 1.71 ERA in 42 plus.
Hello. Hi, I was right in the middle of a return.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We're just leaving.
Oh, you didn't stay very long.
No, I was pretty much done. Rick was ready to go too. He ate, did some axe
Is
throwing.
everything set up with the printer? Am I okay to print?
Should be. I'll have to try it and see if it works. If not, I'll do it when I get home.
Turning it on right now. Okay, well, I'll see you again soon.
Yep, we'll see you in a little bit.
I opened a third beer.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
my jammer's on.
That's ridiculous.
I know. Okay, well, I'll see you soon.
All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Hey, the Pistons. I mean, you guys are unbelievable.
Yeah,
Last
left.
night,
That's where we
17
want to get
chances made
back onto
national
59.
news. It's all over ESPN. Pistons lose the 25th game in a row. So we've talked about it. We're talking about the Lions as well. Chance to get the hats and T-shirts this weekend. I'm nervous. I mean, you gave some sobering numbers. Yeah, I look from an unemotional standpoint. I can reset it at 5. No emotion, no hope, no fandom, just data. It's a really bad matchup for Jared Goff. And oh, by the way, I mean, I know you're not used to being in big games in December, but ask Rico or ask me. December football in the division on the road, the hardest brand of game to win. Oh, and then factor in the team you're playing knows they let one get away last week. And you're riding in all back rubs and bubble beds. You played your best game of the year. And the team you're playing knows that you're also going to play a gigantic game against Dallas the week after, so you may not have your full attention on that game, but they're ready. They need this thing. You are just hoping to win to lock things up on your own. David, take a text. What do you got?
Someone says, I'm comfortably numb on this game on Sunday. Probably the most comfortable I've been all season. Rich in Ohio. I've been saying this for weeks, but the Vikings run that 6 on defensive line stuff on the line of scrimmage, drop or blitz. This is a nightmare for Goff on Sunday.
Now, Goff has every right to get better. He's got every right to make adjustments of his own.
And we want to go
lay out
towards
data
Pontiac.
that says when our offensive line is healthy
So we
together.
know how to get home from here.
I think so. Turn here?
Hell, I
Yeah.
win by 30.
Yeah.
But
I figured.
I'm nervous. They have to do something they haven't done.
So I know how to get
Put
home
two
from
really
here.
impressive games together. Let me know the last time we've seen that. It's probably the week before the bye, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
And the week after the bye, Chargers.
Yeah,
That's 2 months ago.
yeah. Dark Knight was good. I remember the Joker was something like that.
I don't even know where that came from. he was doing his dog imitations, man.
Someone says, I already bought my tickets for the Sacramento game. I am in with Rico's idea.
Okay. for $28 million a year.
That's ridiculous.
Okay? And you held on
It's
to
absolutely
a
ridiculous.
34-year-old wing because you thought you were ready to win. You're 2-26. And
Right.
yet, here's
And
my thing. Mike, when's the last time anybody saw Weaver? At a restaurant, in the arena, at a car wash, in a picture, anything. Is Troy Weaver
He's a
even
ghost.
a real person?
Exactly. He's nowhere to be found. And you know what? You called it this offseason. I've been listening to you all summer. You said, what are we doing this offseason? Why aren't we going and getting any adults to play with this young core? We lost Kate for last year. The first thing that should have been on Troy Weaver's mind this offseason
You know
is,
what?
hey,
What?
You didn't suck.
My star player just lost
But
this
you
year.
did cornhole.
We should be putting
And we had the lead.
an easier transition and maybe
And
we're
last
gonna win
week,
games.
and last weekend too, around
You know what's
Kathy.
interesting
You were
too,
really
Mike,
good with the
is
axe
look at
throwing.
Sacramento. When
You
they
were really good.
recognized, hey,
And last
I don't
weekend,
think we're ever going to
around
be able to
Kathy.
have Fox
Yeah.
and Halliburton play together. It's probably not going to work. They traded Halliburton.
You were good.
Now they got Donatas Sabonis. Halliburton has worked for
didn't
both
even
parties.
suck.
Not
The point I'm
at all.
making is,
Like I was at
it was
cornhole.
always going to be
Yeah, that
hard for Ivy.
We had the
and
lead.
Kate to play together, but it was never a discussion point. Never. So now you had all summer where you had an idea. You hired Monty Williams. The first decision they should have made is, Monty, can this work? If Monty said yes, he lost his mind. But the problem again is, I don't even know that Weaver even consulted on Monty Williams? Because it was Tom Gore's meeting with him.
Right, no, that's just a part of the dysfunction that's going on in the whole organization. It's like you don't even know that Weaver wanted Monty Williams, which it sounds like he really didn't. But I mean, the whole organization is dysfunctional. You're right, the whole team just doesn't fit. Ivy really isn't a knockdown shooter. Asar doesn't know how to shoot the ball. Isaiah Stewart shoots 2 or 3
Do
a
you know
game.
where Asar
And they're
Thompson
good.
belongs? Asar Thompson belongs on a good team. All of the things Asar is good at are the things that aren't obvious to most fans, but they aid in winning. The hustle, the steals, the blocks, the rebounds, open floor, finisher. He needs to be on a good team. Mike, he's a kid on a horrible team who shoots 14% from deep. He's got no role.
Right, he's that
Right.
gritty player to think Draymond without the fights and suspensions.
Like if Day-Day were in Charlotte in his prime, he never would have had the impact he had with Golden State. I agree totally. But it's seriously, when is the last time anyone saw Troy Weaver? Anyway, what's the last interview he did? I don't even care if the interview was in print. Has anyone seen him at the arena? He sure as hell hasn't talked, because that's what needs to happen next. The media
I
needs
don't
to
want to
ask.
hear Monty anymore.
Media needs to ask Monty. Monty, with all due respect, why are you the only forward-facing voice of this franchise? Troy, Gore, Mr. Gores, what?
Yeah, Mike, the media needs to go full Karen. Monty, I need to talk to your manager. Just go full Karen. We need to talk to the manager.
I did reach out. The general manager does attend games. So it may be worse that he's not speaking.
Where is he? Is he in a bunker suite? Is he at the Chorus nightclub in the arena? Like what?
There are many doors to Little Caesars Arena.
Is he like Kevin McAllister when he's riding in the trunk of the Central Park carriage to get away from Joe Pesci?
Under the stadium in the back cave.
Right.
Maybe it's like maybe he's the dancing usher.
Where's he been?
See, you haven't seen him in his head. See.
248-539-9797. This holiday season, lots of sports, hopefully a little less work. FanDuel, $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 money line bet. That's $150 if your team wins. And whether it's spreads, props, totals, you name it, FanDuel's got it because they offer more betting markets than anyone else. It's FanDuel, official partner of 97.1 The Ticket, 21 and up, present Michigan. First online real money wager only, $5 pregame money line wager required, $10 first deposit required, bonus issue, non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See terms, sportsbook.fanduel.com. You got a gambling problem? 1-800-270-7117.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Lalonde Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This is Jim Rome with an Odyssey Sports Minute. You know me, clones. I don't root, I don't cheer, I don't play favorites. Except in the case of the Pistons and their epic 25-game losing streak. When you have a chance to do something nobody's ever done, you do the damn thing. They're on a 25-game losing skid. The record for consecutive losses in a single season is 26. The overall mark is 28. So they're this close. I'm Jim Rome.
As the weather gets colder, the NFL offers Stay Hot on FanDuel. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. That's $150 if your team wins. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action. The app is so easy to use. There's a wide range of betting options, spreads, player props, over-unders, and more. I like putting parlay bets together, hammering the overs, and anytime player touchdown bets always have me on the edge of my seat. So if you're ready to do the same, visit FanDuel.com/win and kick off the NFL season. That's FanDuel.com/win. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
21 plus in President, Michigan. First online real money wager, only $5 pregame money line wager required. First online real money wager, only $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, savvy, staying ahead of the market at every turn, finding ways to do more with less, and taking advantage of every opportunity that comes their way. That's why Comcast Business is introducing the Small Business Bonus. For a limited time, you can get up to a $1,000 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Switch to Comcast Business, the company with the largest, fastest, reliable network. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call or go online to learn about the $1,000 bonus today.
Oh, you shook so
Give your
bad.
business
That was
a
a
head start
record.
in 2024.
In slow
Get started
motion.
with Internet and security for $49 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement.
That was
You add
so
one
bad.
unlimited mobile line. Call or go online to switch today. Ends
Definitely got some
2/21/24.
tears.
Restrictions apply. New customers
Pretending
only.
I was gonna
100
die.
megabits per second
Yeah.
internet and security
Okay.
age. Eco-bill and auto-pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Tito's handmade vodka is so good and smooth,
So
you can mix it with
bad.
anything. Now, hear us out. If your usual drink order sounds like this,
Slow motion.
a Tito's cocktail is more like
I didn't
Tito's. Sounds pretty good.
like a cornhole.
40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
The Detroit Pistons play the Brooklyn Nets. Pre-game tomorrow night at 7:05 on News Radio 950 WWJ.
All right, Dave, see ticket text. We get to the calls. I want to reset some power numbers top of the hour. No emotion. They're not even opinion.
You had your turn signal on with your ring.
Facts. I want to know if it makes you nervous about the Lions on Sunday. David, go ahead.
Someone says, as a Packers fan, which is strange for me to say this, but I am saying go Lions. I hate the Vikings, so go Lions.
Thank you for your support.
Lions win by 21 points this week. Oh, that's
You
from
are
Frankie
so-
Fettuccine from Alan
so
Parr.
Thank you so much.
Scared.
It's an indoor game at Minnesota, so golf should be just fine. I'm not worried about him.
That's okay. I'll save it for five.
Raising prices that much is the front office showing the meaning of SOL. Someone is answering your question, Rico. You said about the ski mask. Tony from Livonia saying that CD Deuce tweeted out the other day that he thinks the ski masks are cursed, so they're gone.
Yeah, that was a one-on-one.
Yeah,
That was a one-on-one.
that is it.
You won the game. It would have taken on a life of its own. You didn't. Oh, hey, what? Maybe you wear the ski mask in the Pistons game. Okay, we're done here. Let's go to Bob, 97.1. Bob, what's going on, buddy?
Hey guys, you're forcing me to go to literature. It is the best of times, Lions. It is the worst of times, Pistons. And my suggestion is the next time Gores takes that pop gun and shoots Piston t-shirts into the crowd, you should sabotage the shirts and write in, I see you, but I don't hear you.
I mean, let me ask you a question. How many more losses until Gores speaks? Or Weaver?
That's $1 million question right there.
No, I'm being serious with you, though. How many more?
Yeah, look, let's look at the facts. The team, every player, everyone is flawed. Yeah, they're young, but, you know, there are younger teams that are doing much better than us that were on a par with us about 2-3 years ago. So, you tell me.
Oh, listen.
Oh, you have your turn
for
signal
me,
still on.
I always said if it got
You have it still
anywhere
on.
near the record, I thought it was time. Now, clearly, Bob, nothing's going to get this guy to wake up.
gonna shake
If they set
bad.
the record
You shook
and
so bad.
and they go 2 full months without winning a
That's no
basketball
nuggets.
game, I'm telling you, he'll get a call from the
Maybe a
league.
wet spot.
You see, I thought, look, it's the perfect time to come out now because you could give a holiday greeting and yes, happy holidays. And I see what's going on with the team, and trust me, we're not happy either. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Just show that you care. Give the illusion that you care.
The problem is you want him to talk to you, and when he does talk, I can't understand a word he says. No, you know, not to insult him, but
No, it's a lot of words, too. I've said it since the day he got here, and I remember I got static from management. The opening press conference, I go, we're in a lot of trouble. Dude showed up dressed like he was headed to Live nightclub in Miami, and I'm like, oh, God, here we go. He had the Platinum Equity henchmen with him, the Bobs, as I called them. I knew right away, I'm going, yeah, I don't feel great about that. Everything he's done since, whether it's his behavior at games, his lack of attendance, his lack of engagement, being too patient with some people, not patient enough with others. I mean, think about this. He went out, didn't he drop a bomb on Mo Cheeks, who's one of the ultimate gentlemen in the sport? Dropped a bomb on that cat. Yeah. Why is Hartellum still in play? Why is Troy Weaver still here? Why did Stan get all day? Then he doesn't do enough at certain times, and then he steps in and does zippity-doo-dah, look at me. He goes out and wrecks the team's future getting Blake Griffin. How'd that work? Or goes out and does the Monty thing without follow-through and buy-in from his basketball people. He's a disaster. He's the worst owner of professional sports, arguably. He's been here since 2011. 0 playoff wins, 2 All-Stars. What do we have? No one's lost more games in the NBA in that time frame.
Nothing to look forward to.
Nothing. And by the way, Troy Weaver's had 4 years to assemble this roster. There's no war chest.
Yeah, for anybody saying, well, look, the Spurs, they got Wemby, and they have something to look forward to. You will take this bad season knowing things will get better. I don't see how things get better here. As a matter of fact, you may be without K. The guy that everybody was so excited when David prayed for him to get here. Now you want to pray for him to leave.
Here, let me do this. Let's have some fun. So here's Detroit right now. All right? This is what you consider your war chest. Okay? 2024. You have your own pick if it's 1 through 18. It goes to the Knicks if it's 19 to 30. Well, I guess you're keeping. Yeah. 25. You have your own if it's 1 to 13. Or it goes to the Knicks 14 to 30. Notice what you don't have. You don't have anyone else's picks.
The fourth
26,
tavern looks
your own
pretty
pick.
packed.
27, your own. 20. You don't have extra picks, right? Want to have some fun? Here, what'd you just bring up? The Spurs? Yeah, that what you did? Oh, here. Here's the Oklahoma City Thunder, if you want me to do that. I mean, they got like 500 picks. Oh, they've got literally
process, has low mileage, and includes 2 factory-backed limited warranties, plus a 3-day, 150-mile exchange policy. eCPOP also includes scheduled maintenance, roadside assistance, and a free vehicle history report. We have a good selection to choose from, so come see us. That's Gowling Buick GMC in Lake Orion. Learn more online at GowlingBG.com.
Denise has been playing jazz for 40 years. Last concert, one of the musicians fell sick with RSV. Respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV, is a highly contagious virus that can lead to breathing problems. This time, she's choosing to help protect herself with Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo. Abrysvo is a vaccine for the prevention of lower respiratory tract disease caused by respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, in adults 60 years of age and older. Abrysvo is not for everyone and may not protect all who receive the vaccine. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its ingredients. People with a weakened immune system may have a decreased response to Abrysvo. The most common side effects are tiredness, headache, pain at the injection site, and muscle pain. Ask your pharmacist or doctor about Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo, respiratory syncytial virus vaccine. For full prescribing information, please call 1-844-989-7284 or visit abrysvo.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Slip and fall accidents can happen anywhere, especially in winter with ice and snow. When a business does nothing to protect its customers from danger and someone gets hurt, then it becomes our business. Michigan Slip and Fall Lawyers is Michigan's only law firm specializing in slip and fall cases. With millions recovered in compensation for our clients, we're here to protect you all year round. Go to falllaw.com now for your free consultation. That's falllaw.com.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, an award-winning haircut experience, and automatically register for the trip of your dreams. An all-expenses paid suite to the 2024 College Basketball Championship. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked.
Instant feedback brought to you by Mike Preferred National Benefit Plan. For affordable life insurance, log on to NBCHealth.com.
Mike Stone and Evan Jenkins break down everything Pistons on Restore the Floor. Get Restore the Floor on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's stop here.
WHYT FM and WHYT HD1 Detroit.
Some roughing.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Sports
That way you can
headlines all
dry
day,
your
every day.
tears.
From the Corwell Health Sports Desk.
Look at my slow motion.
Is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Applebaum and Stone.
Right.
Nobody likes working on a holiday. It can definitely present some unique challenges. Dan Campbell said it's no different in the NFL. The Lions have to work on Christmas Eve, and not just that, it's a chance for them to exercise a 30-year-old demon by winning their first division
About
title since
posting pictures of
1993.
Kathy.
So is the timing of this game an issue for Detroit?
Everybody's got mom and dad and sisters, cousins, in-laws. Listen, that goes with the territory. You got plenty of time to see them after the game, and more importantly, when the season's done.
Here the Lions take on the Vikings right here Sunday on 97.1 The Ticket. Coverage starts at 10 a.m. Bill Belichick said Friday the kicking footballs used in the first half of the Patriots' 27-17 loss to the Chiefs last week were underinflated by 2 to 2.5 pounds. League rules mandate the kicking footballs be between 12.5 and 13.5 pounds per square inch, as the Patriots are well aware, with officials ensuring as much on the field. Belichick said missed field goals by both teams and 2 kickoffs that nearly went out of bounds were a direct result of that underinflation. The Red Wings look to end their 4-game losing streak tonight at home versus the Flyers. You can hear it on 97.1 The Ticket, coverage starting at 6:45. And Michigan isn't fazed by Nick Saban's hiring of former U of M linebackers coach George Hilo ahead of the Wolverines' college football playoff semifinal showdown with Alabama.
It's just different, you know, it's like, oh, there might be a little scared.
You think that gives them an advantage?
You can't really have an advantage in football. Like, it doesn't matter if you know somebody's whole playbook, you still gotta stop it.
At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Beanie Howell. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or
About
Odyssey.com.
posting pictures of Kathy.
Yes, sir. Backside. Yes, sir. That's a big ass. Dan, that's a big ass. How you living right now? Yes, sir. Ass. Backside. Yes, sir. Ass. See, you. That's a big ass. Dan, that's a big ass. Dan, that's a big ass. Dan, that's a big ass.
All right, 5 o'clock. We're going to get to your phone calls in a minute. I promised you this, an unemotional, stat-driven breakdown of why I'm nervous about Lions and
About
Vikings. Your
posting
Pistons
pictures
calls,
of
we're getting them.
Kathy.
People are passionate about it. Last night was beyond the beyond. By the way, Fox 2, shout out. You're doing the Lord's work. They just had a reporter interviewing fans while wearing a bag over his head.
Word is getting out. People aren't happy, man. You're about to set the record. Last night was your best chance. You lost to a G League team. There's really no way to sugarcoat this.
Sure there is. Just watch Bally.
Utah didn't try.
And you know what? Mickey York is off our naughty list. Mickey was throwing haymakers in the post game. Good on you.
He's back in the spinning chair.
I don't quit.
Are you done crying?
Wait a minute.
No.
You're crying to your mother
So here's
still.
the deal with the
No,
Lions.
in slow motion.
A, when Goff is not blitzed, he's a top 5 quarterback by QB rating. You know what
Feels
Goff
so
is
bad
against the
for
blitz?
you.
30th.
Crying for your mom.
Ryan Flores, Vikings defensive coordinator, blitzes more than any other coordinator in the sport.
55% rate is not
Right, so 55% of your snaps. Then you have to factor in
We're going.
the Vikings relish the role of being an underdog. They're 5-1-1. Last week being push +3. I mean, they are dogs. Then you have to factor in this. Goff has 2 games against Brian Flores. 1 touchdown, 5 turnovers. I am nervous just based on those things. Now here's the non-stat driven thing. It's just situational. Rico, strike it down if you think it's garbage. December road divisional games in the NFL are brutal. They're really hard to win. Doesn't mean you can't do it. But you know what makes it harder? When you played the best game of your season last week. And now Minnesota's coming home. They have to have this. They blew that game against the Bengals. They have to have it. They're at home. It's like the Alamo. I will be very impressed if you go and win the game. And you need to. And we want you to. But am I crazy with those numbers allowing
You were
it to...
crying.
No, you're not
Really,
crazy. And before we get people calling up saying, well, what are those in the Super Bowl when he was with the Rams?
You
And
have
that
to go
doesn't
home
count.
and check your pants.
Blah, blah, blah. You know, New England, that team was Belichick. Fine.
Get you a
But
tissue.
the thing that worries me
Wipe those
is
tears.
you played such a great game against the Broncos.
Because you really shook back.
You got
Slow
the
motion.
Cowboys.
It was like,
You're staring them down because you want to sit where they sit in that 2 seed. Dan Campbell has to
About-
refocus his team and says, guys, Minnesota doesn't care
I
about
didn't
you.
suck like I was at
Like you played last
cornhole.
week. They don't care that you're going to play the Cowboys on the road next week. Yeah, Minnesota's desperate. Minnesota knows we can improve our playoff stock because we get Detroit twice in 3 weeks. Get them at home first. Let's handle the business
I didn't
there,
suck
and
like
then
I was
we try
at
to do something
cornhole.
2 weeks later. But those numbers, very scary numbers because, yeah, when you blitz Goff, he's not the same quarterback. He stays in the pocket clean like he did last Saturday. Oh, my God. He looked like they should have been screaming MVP at Ford Field.
But can I ask you something? Can I raise your stat with a stat? See if this changes a little bit for people. Because what also happens with the Vikings defense is they blitz at a higher rate with defensive backs. And Goff right now is the 3rd highest completion percentage and yards per attempt when defenses send a defensive back.
All right.
So maybe that helps you a little bit. I think they blitz at a 24% rate with defensive backs. So
Okay, good. And we have the data about you with your line being totally healthy. You're awesome. I want them to get it done. I'm just saying all week I've been uncomfortable that people think it's a layup.